boxing. Former champion versus current champion to decide who is numero uno on these shores. Now, before they throw hands May 9th and duke it out, they're going to duke it out verbally here. Clock in, everyone.
There's a lot of being talked about right now, but I can't wait to put him to sleep on.
It's been on your mind for the past how long, and now you're talking to me like that. It's just
yeah.
Is this fight going to go into deep waters? What do we think?
Nah. First half, then.
Shocking scenes as Daniel Dubois attacks Fabio Wardley at the press conference, and things instantly spiral out of control. It gets physical, it gets heated, and it clearly turns personal. Fabio Wardley is left furious.
You're bleeding.
Don't know if I particularly learned anything. There wasn't nothing I didn't know already that I hadn't seen already in other situations and other circumstances that was a bit jittery. When the cameras are on, when it's a big stage, when it's a big event, people's personality shows through, and nervous demeanor, nervous, jittery, on edge, twitchy. But they're all things that we'd already seen, already assessed already. So it wasn't particularly nothing new, things I'd already seen, but it was funny to see up close, that was all.
Meanwhile, Fabio Wardley opens up about the situation and makes it clear this is about respect being crossed. He is not bothered by the fight talk, but Daniel Dubois clearly stepped over the line. Wardley sounds calm, but the frustration is...
Look, I'm a stand-up person. I respect those that respect me and that show me respect and behave respectfully. From the interactions I've had with him on a number of occasions, it's not been that. So I don't mind a bit of back and forth, a bit of boxing. Like, the game's the game. I'm not fussed by that. It is what it is. But ultimately, there needs to be a level of respect there, and hold yourself properly, act properly in the right situations, and those things haven't been done. So no, there's not.
Meanwhile, Don Charles responds and tries to shut everything down by calling it just talk and nothing more. He is clearly backing Daniel Dubois and shifting focus to fight night instead of the chaos. But the reality is this silence feels forced because the pressure is building. Fabio Wardley has already gotten under their skin, and moments like the push only add more.
All I can say to all that, talk is cheap. I normally got a lot to say, but you know what? I choose to be silent today. I want to talk about today and what's going to happen on the 9th of May, and that's all. Talk is cheap. Daniel doesn't have to prove nothing. He's only ever lost to one man twice. Usyk is beat.
Daniel Dubois comes out full of confidence and promises to take Fabio Wardley's unbeaten record. He sounds ready and aggressive, but it also feels like he is trying to convince himself after everything that happened. Wardley has already shown he can handle pressure and chaos, while Dubois reacting physically earlier raises doubts. Confidence is one thing, but composure is another. And right now,
Full of confidence for this one. Full of confidence, you know, raring to go. And I've got to take his all. I'm going to be the first man to do it. And, you know, I'm just can't wait to go, man.
Fabio Wardley responds with pure confidence and no hesitation at all. He is not just predicting a win, he is calling a knockout like it is already written. That level of belief comes from experience and the way he handles pressure situations. While Dubois is talking about taking records, Wardley is talking about ending the fight completely. The difference in mindset is clear, and it feels like Wardley...
How does the fight go? Well, I think it's obvious to see that I'll knock him out. Like, that's easiest to say. That's known. It's just whether I want to do it early or I want to do it late.
Now Solomon Dubois backs his brother and shows full belief in Daniel Dubois getting a knockout win. It is expected from family, but it does not change what people have already seen. Support is strong, but pressure is even stronger in fights like this. Fabio Wardley has proven he can deal with chaos and still deliver. while Dubois still has questions around how he reacts when things don't go.
I look up to him a lot. I'm very proud of him, all the things he's achieved in life, and I think my brother will win, obviously. I think he'll win by knockout, to be fair.
Fabio Wardley lays it out clearly and reminds everyone what he brings to the table. He is not just talking. He is warning that one single moment can end everything. That power is real, and it has already flipped fights completely in his favor. He sounds relaxed, but extremely dangerous at the same time. Daniel Dubois might be strong, but Wardley thrives in chaos and late fight pressure. When things get messy, Wardley finds a way. That belief in his own power and
There's not much to say that hasn't already been said. And I guess on that point, the main thing to say is don't blink. Is because, look, my fans, my supporters, everyone here at Ipswich, especially here at this ground, the fight I had here was probably synonymous with that of don't blink, because all in a second, the fight with Justice Hooney was upside down, it was on its head.
He did land with a shot at the end of the first round, but since then he's not managed.
He's just come up against a good fighter, that's all that's happened.
So many hovering around, waiting for a shot. Usyk and Dubois meet, Joseph Parker, Ajit Kabayel. There's all sorts of heavyweight. Oh! What about that from Fabio Wardley? And it just takes one shot. That is unbelievable. Fabio Wardley losing virtually every single round, and he fights a jackhammer. Oh my word!
And again, for the Daniel fight, I think it's going to be a very similar moment in terms of just one punch, knockout, him down, him out. If you blink, you would have missed it.
Daniel Dubois reflects on his journey and gives credit to his father for shaping him into the fighter he is today. That IT shows the emotional side and the foundation behind his career. But in big fights like this, emotion alone is not enough. Fabio Wardley brings relentless pressure and real knockout danger every second. Dubois has had moments where questions were raised about his mindset under pressure. This fight is not just about strength or background. It is about who can...
I think when I've lived the life, so I guess I wouldn't be here without him. I wouldn't be here without, the dedication and the fire my dad has, and what he put into me. I'm glad I was the first male-born boxer and come out and went through that whole program.
Spencer Oliver points directly at the biggest question surrounding Daniel Dubois, which is his mindset. Physically, there is no doubt he is strong and dangerous, but mentally, he has been tested before. That is where this fight becomes interesting. Fabio Wardley has already shown he can go through adversity and still come out on top. If Dubois is not fully locked in mentally, Wardley will expose that quickly. At this level, mindset is everything. And Wardley looks far more...
It's all about mindset. Dom recognises that. It's not about the physicalities with Daniel Dubois. Never has been. Yeah. He's a big, strong guy. And, if you get his mind right and he's that self-belief there, and that's what Dom will be working on with him.
There's not many that should beat him ever.
No.
Carl Frock raises serious doubts about Daniel Dubois and questions what is going on in his head when things get tough. That has always been the concern with him, despite his power. He acknowledges Dubois can punch, but the mental side remains uncertain. At the same time, he questions Fabio Wardley's opposition, but Wardley has consistently found ways to win and finish fights. Power is dangerous, but belief and resilience matter more in moments of crisis. Wardley has shown both, while Dubois...
You do wonder, when it comes on top for him, Daniel Dubois, what's up there and does he want it? That's the only real question mark I've got over his career. Obviously, losing to Usyk's no disgrace, but he's a massive puncher, big, hard hitter. And Fabio Wardley has never really been in there. You've got Justice Hooney, you've got Joseph Parker, you've got Fraser Clark. None of them are really bangers, are they? None of them can really punch hard for heavyweight. I'm sure if they hit you on the chin, it'd hurt. But somebody like me who's got a granite chin.
Ade Oladipo gives a balanced take, but still leans toward Fabio Wardley because of his insane knockout ability. He admits Wardley has taken punishment in fights, but still manages to turn things around in devastating fashion. That is what makes him so dangerous. Daniel Dubois might have the power to hurt him early, but if he does not finish the job, Wardley becomes even more dangerous as the fight goes on. This is a clash of power versus resilience, and Wardley's ability to survive.
Jesus Christ, man. That's just sensational. Honestly, that is just brutality at its best. I have picked against Fabio 2 or 3 times. I will never pick against him again. That being said, I picked against Dubois a couple of times. I think it's 50-50, and this isn't fencing because I 51-49 Fabio. Fabio can crack, unlike any heavyweight I think right now in the division, but he takes a lot of punishment. Like, we've seen it, and I don't think you can take that type of punishment early from Dubois. But it's a tremendous fight. And look, if it does happen, credit to both. Credit to Dubois. To do Usyk, Miller, Hrgovic, AJ, Usyk, Wardley is better than any run minus Usyk in the heavyweight division. And by the way, Parker was supposed to be squeezed in there.
Duke McKenzie highlights something very important here, and that is the evolution of Fabio Wardley after becoming champion. That extra confidence and sharpness can change everything in a fight like this. Wardley is not just relying on power anymore. He is developing into a more complete fighter who can adapt and find solutions under pressure. Beating Joseph Parker the way he did proves he can go through tough moments and still come out on top. Daniel Dubois having a strong jab is a factor, but Wardley's ability to adjust mid-fight gives him a serious edge. If it becomes a technical battle, Wardley is improving. If it turns into...
Because Fabio Wardley's a world champion now in his own right. And that 5% I'm just talking to you about, he's 5% better now than what he was before he won the title, because that's what it gives you when you win a world title. Now, he's just beaten Joseph Parker, right? And messed him up quite badly. It wasn't an easy fight. It ebbed and flowed for periods in that fight, but ultimately, Wardley got the job done. That's what he does. He gets the job done. Look at his career. Now, he would have improved, and a lot is to be said of Daniel Dubois because he's got an excellent jab. That was the difference between him and AJ when they fought, was that jab. It was just beautiful. Wardley's got a good jab, and if Wardley's jab has improved since winning that title, then it's a...
Ade Oladipo gives a balanced take, but still leans toward Fabio Wardley because of his insane knockout ability. He admits Wardley has taken punishment in fights, but still manages to turn things around in devastating fashion. That is what makes him so dangerous. Daniel Dubois might have the power to hurt him early, but if he does not finish the job, Wardley becomes even more dangerous as the fight goes on. This is a clash of power versus resilience, and Wardley's ability to survive and
competitor out there I can find who's available, who wants to scrap and get it on.
All your fights, bar one, all your wins bar one have been by knockout. That's kind of what you do, right? It's written on the tin, as they say. You expect to knock out Daniel Dubois. I mean, we've seen you go points, the draw with Fraser Clark, you can go deep in fights, but you expect to knock this man out.
Yeah, look, I've done it before in terms of going the distance. It's something I know I've got in the locker. It's something I know I can do, but also, like you say, as a proven record, I knock people out. And whether that be first, second, third round, or 10, 11, 12, I carry that power all the way through. I carry that heart, determination and game all the way through. Every minute of every round, I'm in the fight. There's not a second of the fight where you think I'm down and out.